Fallout's just been immediately successful because they really try to adhere to the aesthetic. Everything about it connects. It's a different story, a different setting, and different characters, but within that world. That's why people have liked it. I don't even know if the first season even finished before the second one was greenlit. And yeah, this was what I was saying before. The TV adaptation of Fallout led to a huge increase in sales for the franchise's games. It's just a no-brainer. Fans are happy. New audiences will get attracted to it. New fans will be attracted because it's an entertaining show. They'll want to check out the games. And old fans are happy. Fans that have loved this universe from the beginning. And yeah, because of that, Fallout has 16 Emmy nominations. It shows that successful gaming adaptations are no longer a fluke. And before that, it talks about the 24 Emmy nominations The Last of Us received last year. It's an easy formula, not easy to execute. There's a lot of things that you need to get right. You need to be knowledgeable. You need to be passionate. If you're going to assume the reins of any beloved legacy IP, it's a weighty responsibility. So you have to have that knowledge. You have to have the passion for it, to know what to do with it, to know how to enrich it, to expand upon it in a meaningful way that fans would like. Ultimately, you need to appeal to the fans, but everyone likes good stories. So you have a great story, an entertaining one that will appeal to everybody, but will, at its core, please its fan base, its massive fan base, because those are your most dedicated fans. Those are the ones that are gonna support you. And yeah, if you have a well-produced and well-written show, that's gonna appeal to new fans that will want to check out the games. And yeah, like I was saying before, the sales in the Fallout games just had a huge increase. This is a lesson I hope that Hollywood will learn, and definitely everyone involved in the Halo show should know that they messed up. They messed up with how they wanted to handle that IP and continually attacking fans, saying if you don't like it, don't watch it. This is what's happened. But if you go this route of pleasing your fan base, who are dedicated, who love this world, that just want to see it treated with respect and are interested in a well-meaning and enriched expansion to the universe, they will support it. And like I was saying before, if it's a well-written story with characters that people will like and want to root for and see their journeys continue, then you'll attract new fans who will check out the games and other stuff because it's all connected. Do you know how much Amazon spent on Fallout? I wonder if it was similar or less than the Acolyte. $153 million? Really? $27 million less and absolutely leagues better. Oh, definitely. I do not know where the Acolyte's budget went. It's only like $10 million less than Dune Part 2. And I do not see it. I don't see it in the costumes. I don't see it in the set design or props or even the visual effects. I can't see it on the screen, but you can definitely see it for Fallout and other shows that are just well made in that regard too. I don't know how much Arcane was. Arcane has taken a while for it to come out, but they are hard at work and it looks amazing. So I'm really excited for Arcane. It's been a while. Arcane Season 2 is gonna cook. And I think they just announced that the 4K editions or Arcane Season 1 is just now being released on 4K and all that. Super excited. They have all the bonus features and stuff on there. So yeah, that's another thing too that I don't think they're thinking about with the streaming shows, is that if it's so good and fans are that interested in it, they'll want to buy it. They'll want to have that physical copy for themselves. So some shows are doing that. Arcane had a Imagines Dragons video. Dan Reynolds plays League of Legends. I know every time I hear those songs, I can see those images from Arcane in my head. It was so good. The music was so good in that. It just killed on every level. The story was so well done. And also with Arcane, I want to point out, it had that sister storyline. It had like something similar to what, I don't know if Leslie Headland was going for something like that, to seeing the sisters like be really close and then something separates them and they have like they go off of different paths. One's good, one's bad, that kind of thing. Man, it's so much better in Arcane. They're just so well written. You know why they're making the decisions that they are. You can see their motivations. You know what they want. You know what they've been through. It's just called good writing. Stuff just doesn't happen to them. They are fully formed characters, fully fleshed out characters in themselves. When stuff unfolds and these dramatic events happen, it makes sense. For that sister storyline, it's also been done and done so much better. So I'm really excited to see how that turns out in season 2. I see bad adaptations as misguided ownership and a desire to add a writer's or producer's take on the IP. That is true. And they say that. And that was the whole thing with why people were getting concerned with Leslie Headland's show, was because it was all about her take on Star Wars. And we knew that because Kathleen Kennedy even said, well, this is your Star Wars story. Like, do your show, a Leslie Headland show, not so much a Star Wars show. And Dave Filoni told her the same thing. This is your story. And they basically said the same thing to J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson, who was doing the middle film in a trilogy, and he was just doing his own thing. He didn't care. But you see that a lot. And this is the lesson. Disney, Lucasfilm can afford it. Can afford all of these failures. So I don't see them changing course. But as far as anyone else, they need success.